So what kind of a need the offering is meeting, and who is that right target audience? Okay, so when the new product is launched and it is coming from Tatas are known for trust. So immediately customers associate themselves with the Tata as a brand, and because it's trustworthy, they will immediately try it and also go for it.
All right, hi everyone, welcome on board. A lot of people have asked me this question: कि यार MBA in marketing करना है. Am I the right fit for marketing first of all? And if yes, marketing has been evolving over a period of time. Today, I'm very humbled and proud that I'm sitting with Vilasini ma'am. Ma'am, welcome on board.
Oh, hello.
Ma'am is one of the program directors at Kejishma Institute of Management, and she's at Kejishma past 12 years.
Yes.
And teaching marketing, PhD in marketing, lived her life and seen through ma'am. Ma'am, वो traditional media से digital media पूरा आपने transition देखा होगा in the last 10 years.
True. Right from advertising to television to print advertisement to social media and now mobile marketing, everything.
बहुत ही बढ़िया. और towards that आपको bonus मिलेगा. मैं मैम से क्वेश्चन पूछ लूँगा. If she's taking interviews in the top business schools, say ma'am, some of them are going to go to Kejishma, some of them are going to come to SPG in Bombay, some of them are going to IIM Ahmedabad, right? और ये GDPA की भी तैयारी कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? तो इनको कुछ हम आप क्या क्वेश्चन पूछते हो? आपके peers or the professor you know at IIMs, what kind of questions would they ask towards marketing over end में करेंगे? Let's get started. How marketing has changed over a period of time. When I was a student, हमें तो IMC पढ़ाया जाता था.
Correct.
पता नहीं वो अभी है कि नहीं. Integrated
marketing communications.
Integrated marketing communication. इतना % budget अपना रेडियो पे लगाओ, इतना % TV पे लगाओ. If you got 100 rupees spent there, digital used to be like less than 4%, 3%. When I started MBA, it was 3%, 4%. 2008, when I ended up, it was like 7, 8%. In the presentation which you used to make, कितना spend कहाँ पे करोगे? How things have been changing right now as you're teaching the latest right now in 2023.
So talking about integrated marketing communications, we usually recommend that the media which needs to be chosen, it also depends upon the target audience. Okay, so if it is target audience like Generation X, then a mix of both traditional as well as contemporary media is supposed to be selected. But if it's purely Generation Y or Generation Z, then digital is a must. So digital and social media marketing is a must. Online communication and then mobile marketing.
So Gen X and Gen Y are like parents and maybe the super parents, and Gen Z are the latest generation which is happening right now.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, great. So it depends on kisko reach out kar. Like, but ma'am, my father, who is also grandfather of my brother's daughter, I'm clearing that because they should know I'm not married. So because he's my father, so वो grandfather है, but he's on mobile phone. So and he's like Gen X, Gen Y, but तो उनके लिए बड़ी reads newspaper every day. So if I have to spend like 100 rupees, how much money should I spend on the newspaper? How much money on the YouTube where he spends time?
So Generation X, obviously newspaper is highly recommended. And apart from that, television news channels, that is also recommended. And Generation Y and Z, then they are always online on social media platforms. So that is recommended. Generation Y, I think the cutoff is 1980 to 2000, and Generation Z is 2000 to 2015. So
great.
That is
let's change the gears and move to the startup world. आजकल में भी सब 20-21 year old हैं, इनको भी startup करनी है, लोग YouTubers बनना चाहते हैं, Instagrammers बनना चाहते हैं. I was reading research. 33% of the US kids want to become so-called creator or an influencer. अगर किसी को startup करनी है, and the startup could be a product, could be a service, could be anything. What's the brand building exercise they should know do in the start? Maybe plants sell करने हैं, या I'm selling up some burgers. क्या होना चाहिए thought process?
First of all, whatever offering, we talked about product or service, it can be a combination of a product and a service also. So what kind of a need the offering is meeting, and who is that right target audience. Okay, and coming to branding exercise, if it's a huge organization and they have several brands, then are they going to give a different brand identity, or are they going to pick up their own in-house brand and extend that brand to the new product launch? So that is a thought which needs to be given. There are pros and cons to each of these approaches,
Yeah.
but that
Like
is how.
Tata is like Tata. So
हाँ.
Tata is like Tata. Tata का नाम भी बढ़िया है. अब विस्तारा है उनका तो विस्तारा भी अच्छा है.
Tata Nexon भी है.
Nexon भी है. जो है Tata का बड़ा ही होगा. You know, from
Correct,
Namax to
correct.
anything and everything. Clothing भी निकालेंगे तो Tata भी. Landmark group भी उनका ही था. So that's is that way still good. No, उसमें डर नहीं है कि by chance your Tata Nano failed, which actually failed, right? It's going to impact your Tata Namak as well.
See, that's why I said there are pros and cons to this approach of extending a brand to the new brand. So there is the con of brand image getting diluted, but look at the advantages. It's a known brand. So when the new product is launched and it is coming from Tatas are known for trust. So immediately customers associate themselves with that Tata as a brand, and because it's trustworthy, they will immediately try it and also go for it.
Yeah.
And that is, it is for unheard brand or a local brand, that's the biggest disadvantage here.
But still, now I came in Air India from Exeter, Jamshedpur yesterday. The flight was going to come from, this is India, Jamshedpur to Bombay. It was Air India, Tata Air India, but it went to Bangalore first. And I did the Southern Peninsula half, and it took a 7-hour flight. But nevertheless, so yeah. So, what's your recommendation for a new brand?
See, you took this example of Tata Air India and Vistara.
Yeah,
the positioning is very different.
Correct.
Both are full-fledged, full-service airlines, but Vistara is premium and Air India is little medium.
Yeah.
And a customer, the passenger who is taking this airline, they know in advance whether it's going to be non-stop or whether it's going to be a flight with a break. All right. So they are already aware about what kind of service they are expecting or anticipating with each of these brands.
So perception is also important.
Yeah, when the customer is booking a flight in this particular example, they are aware what kind of service they are going to expect. If it's a low price, the ticket price is low, then obviously they cannot expect the same thing which Vistara is offering, right?
Got it. So it means if your perception of the brand is lower, still you can have happy customers.
What exactly do you mean by
Example,
perception?
Perception as in मैम वो ट्रेन में टॉर्च बेचने आता है ना तो 10 रुपए की टॉर्च होती है उसके अंदर 2 सेल भी होते हैं वो 8 रुपए की तो सेल ही होती है if you go and buy अभी 8 क्या तुम 16 रुपए की सेल होते हैं पर 10 रुपए में 2 सेल और टॉर्च मार के मुझे चाइनीज टॉर्च अभी थोड़ा कम हो गया बट वो बेच रहे हैं बिकॉज़ चाइनीज यू शुड डंप दीस थिंग्स यू रिमेंबर व्हेन यू ग्रोइंग अप राइट सो अब मेरा ब्रांड परसेप्शन है 10 रुपए का ब्रो ये अगर कल सुबह तक भी चल पड़ा ना बहुत बढ़िया है
So that is some local unbranded thing. तो 10 रुपए के लिए हो गया. But the same torch or the same facility is available in your cell phone also. Okay, so cell phone coming from Samsung or cell phone coming from Apple, which is iPhone. Torch facility hai. But then there is some difference, right? Why a customer is paying such a high price for Apple also and such a medium price or whatever for Samsung and not going for the lower
brand. What should be a brand strategy since you talk about pricing now, man? What should be the brand strategy for a pricing? मैं अगर या आपको I know you can go low cost, you can do like Reliance Jio, like you give free to everyone.
Correct. Market penetration pricing that we call it.
What a big thing they played, man. What the big thing Jio played, like giving it free to the world and then started charging at the lowest and they became the market leaders and Vodafone is like dead. Airtel was struggling, Airtel came strong but still. And with bad servicing, by the way. Jio was bad in the starting and slowly they captured the market. And now, if you go to Himachal and Himalayas, you'll find Jio.
Correct.
You'll find Jio. So, what should be the pricing strategy? Is it good to play in India like Apple, or should you play like Samsung or a low-cost OnePlus? OnePlus is also expensive.
It depends upon the objective. If the objective, like in, the one you took an example of a Jio, is to gain maximum market share, then lowest price is the most advisable strategy. But if you want to enjoy like Apple, the premiumness of the whatever technology they are coming up every time with their cell phone and the new models which they are getting with additional features. And if if you want to enjoy that premiumness, then obviously premium pricing. So it depends upon what is the objective. That has to be very, very clear.
I think प्रीमियम प्रोडक्ट और मास प्रोडक्ट में यही फर्क है कि अगर आप प्रीमियम है लाइक एप्पल है तो आपकी लाइन लगेगी, यू नो, एंड इफ यू कस्टमर तो आपको लाइन लगानी है ब्रो कि एप्पल का फोन आ रहा है पहले बुक कर ले और लाइन लग. एंड फिर मास मार्केट देन एंड एज अ कस्टमर देयर विल लाइन फॉर यू. मेरा जो स्टेशन की बात होता है ना, 25 रुपए सिम ले लो आप, जॉन से सिम चाहिए आपको सिम ले लो, राइट. एंड एज अ ब्रांड तो आपको लाइन में लगना पड़ेगा कस्टमर, उसके बाद ऑप्शन बहुत है प्लेइंग द मास मार्केट सेगमेंट फॉर श्योर. ओके ग्रेट मैम, व्हाट्स योर ब्रांडिंग हो गया, पोजीशनिंग 101, व्हाट्स द पोजीशनिंग ऑल अबाउट फॉर ऑल दी स्टार्टअप्स और न्यू किड who's coming out of say an IIM Ahmedabad or a KG Somaiya or an SPG in Bombay? How do you position your product?
So positioning, I would say that what is that unique difference your service or a product is having vis-a-vis the competitor in that respective market. For example, now when a Savlon was launched in India, so that time Dettol #1 player, and even today it continues to be the with #1 player or the leader in the market in the antiseptic liquid market. So Savlon, when it tried to gain entry and to break this Dettol perception, so they said that whatever were the disadvantages of Dettol in their marketing communication, they showed it as the advantages. For example, the stinging sensation after applying Dettol, so which is not there when you apply Savlon. Okay, and also the fragrance. Now, in terms of when Dettol, not many people like that Dettol as a fragrance. I mean, but then when it comes to Savlon, it is really pleasant.
Yeah, it's like
and also
flavored Dettol.
Correct. And that stinging sensation is associated with whatever injury is getting better. But Savlon, they are claiming that though the stinging sensation is not there, so you will be getting cured and getting better without that sensation with the same quality. So through marketing communication, through showing all of this, I think that product really clicked, that brand really clicked. And it has a really good brand recall value.
And a market share as well, and competing with Dettol, which is like Reckitt Benckiser's the product.
The product.
Antiseptic with the Dettol though, you'll not say Savlon though. And now things are changing, like if you say kids, they don't have that stingy sensation.
Yes.
That's so many. Great, ma'am. This is lovely. I can keep on going, ma'am. Such an entertaining task. I learned a lot myself. Thank you so much for your time. Ma'am, any message you want to give to all these 20-21-year-old budding marketeers who are planning to have their own startup, launching their own thing and joining B schools or coming out of B schools? Any parting thoughts, ma'am?
I would like to say that just follow your passion. Whatever you do, you should be passionate about it, and just do it with the right attitude and put your efforts in doing that. So all the best to all the aspirants and best wishes. I mean, God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you for joining in, ma'am. Have a good day. Boys and girls, if you guys have enjoyed the conversation, what do you guys think about it? Drop in the comment section. किस फील्ड में आपको MBA करना है? Is marketing the right fit for you or not? कुछ भी आपके प्रोफाइल के बारे में क्वेश्चन है, नीचे करके रिप्लाई करिए. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Do it with the like button. And if you guys have more sessions like this from KG Somaiya or any of the top business school, drop in a comment. See you in the comment section. Take care. Bye bye.